All right, well, good Tuesday morning, everyone. I'm Russ Riesinger. Thanks for joining us. It is June 12th, 2018, Election Day in South Carolina. So if you're tuning in from South Carolina, make sure you get out and vote today. We'll talk a little bit more about that coming up. I want to thank everyone who is tuning in this morning on all of our different platforms on Facebook, also on our app, our website, Amazon Fire, Roku, Twitter. And we certainly thank you for watching WTOC, no matter where you watch us. Start out with something that a lot of people are talking about this morning after months of speculation as to whether any meeting would actually even take place. President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un have wrapped up their summit in Singapore, and by all accounts, there's some encouraging news coming out of that meeting. The two leaders both sounded optimistic that their high-stakes summit would prove fruitful. President Trump and Kim shook hands with the U.S. and North Korean flags draped behind them. It was the first time a sitting U.S. president had come face-to-face with a North Korean leader. The White House says its goal is the complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. North Korea wants economic relief and security guarantees.
Our unprecedented meeting, the first between an American president and a leader of North Korea, proves that real change is indeed possible. My meeting with Chairman Kim was honest, direct, and productive. We got to know each other well in a very confined period of time, under very strong circumstance.
Now, President Trump says the remains of U.S. prisoners of war and those missing in action during the Korean War will be returned. The president also says he is open to visiting Kim in North Korea at some point. Well, we've got some new video after a body was found inside a car last night in Savannah. Take a look here. A woman who was passing by this area told police that she saw a white car that had been sitting in a parking lot for a long time. This is over on Montgomery Crossroad in that area there near Abercorn. This happened around 8 o'clock last night. So police responded to that area. They found a dead person inside that car. Now, investigators aren't sure how long the person was inside the car. They say the body had already started to decompose, so apparently it had been in there for a while. That body has been sent to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation for an autopsy, and as soon as we find out more about this, we'll, of course, pass it on to you. It's a big day in South Carolina today. It's primary day, and we'll find out who will be on the election or on the ballot come November after today's finished. The polls opened at 7 this morning and will be open until 7 tonight. Of course, yesterday, many of the campaigns trying to get the word out, making those last-minute calls and doing that last-minute campaigning, trying to get voters on their side. One race that's getting a lot of attention, that's the race for governor. There are 5 Republican candidates in that race, and political experts are predicting there will be a runoff between Governor Henry McMaster and one of his 4 Republican challengers. On the Democratic side, there are 3 candidates, analysts predicting that James Smith will win the primary ticket, but we'll have to see if that one has a runoff as well. Of course, a big local race that we're paying attention to over there in Beaufort County. For the first time in 10 years, Beaufort County Sheriff P.J. Tanner has a challenger in a primary or a general election. That challenger is the guy you see there on your right, JoJo Woodward. He's formerly Tanner's captain of the Sheriff's Office, Southern Division. All right, and we've got more election information right now on WTOC.com, also on the WTOC News app. That guide includes stories on polling places, sample ballots, candidate profiles. Again, the polls will be open until 7 p.m. tonight, and WTOC will have complete live coverage throughout the day and all the results for you tonight on the news at 11. And starting today, more than 20,000 guests will be here in Savannah. It's one of the biggest conventions our city has ever hosted, maybe the biggest. It's the National Beta Club Convention that's taking place. This is an 8-day event. It'll bring more than 20,000 students and around 6,000 chaperones to the hostess city. It's a scholastic competition. It's going to be happening at the Savannah International Trade and Convention Center and includes students from 18 different states. So Keep this in mind if you live or work there in the downtown area. These students are all going to be eating at restaurants in that area, 20,000 of them, and 6,000 chaperones. So that definitely could impact traffic, and they want you to be safe out there and also be prepared for some extra folks downtown. About that weather, it's pretty typical for this time of year. We're looking at highs around 90 today. Cutter Martin's actually back from vacation. He's been gone for a little while, and I think we do have a chance of some showers, possibly hard in some places. But he's going to have an hour-by-hour rain chance update coming up. That'll be at 11 a.m., so make sure you tune in then. I want to thank everyone who's joining us this morning, and certainly hope you have a great day. We'll see you again at 11.